Hey guys, so today I am bringing you my June favourites of 2017. However, when I was writing out this list of favourites, it is literally just a list of all the things that I did in June, basically. So yeah, I guess that's why these things are my favourites. It's because I spent a lot of time doing these things in the month of June. That probably doesn't make any sense right now, but when you hear what my favourites are, it will make sense. Normally people do favourites on like beauty products and clothes and things that they really love in the month. For me, my favorites usually tend to be like websites and TV shows and video games and stuff like that. So yeah, let us get into my list of favorites slash the things that I did in June. So yeah. First things first, and if you follow me on social media then you'll probably know this, but the main thing that I've been doing in the month of June, and obviously one of my favourite new things, is the game Stardew Valley. So I was a little bit hesitant to start playing this game because a lot of people say that it's very similar to Harvest Moon, and I have played one Harvest Moon game in the past. I played like Harvest Moon Tale of Two Towns. I think it was like the first of the Harvest Moon games for the 3DS, but I played that, and honestly I was not a fan of it, and I don't know if it's because it was that like particular Harvest Moon game in general that I didn't like, or if it was like the whole franchise, but like basically based on that one Harvest Moon game I was kind of like, well, I'm probably not going to like Stardew Valley because it's essentially like a similar thing, you know, you run a farm. But yeah, so despite being hesitant about it, I asked my brother to buy it for me for my birthday because he didn't know what to get me. So I was like, you know, get me Stardew Valley, because that way, you know, if I don't like it, then I haven't spent the money on it, someone else had. But yeah, you know what? It turned out to be a great present because I actually really love Stardew Valley, and I'm not really sure why I really like it. I just think that it's one of those games that once you get into your routine, you're like really into it. I honestly have no words to describe what actually got me hooked on this game. I'm just obsessed with it. I play it all the time. Literally any free time that I had last month I was spending playing Stardew Valley, and I just don't even know how to explain it. I just really love it. So yeah, during the month of June I completed my first year in Stardew Valley. I've just completed spring in the second year, and I'm excited to see where we go from there. I don't know if I will ever make any Stardew Valley videos, but if I do, they will probably be on my Sims channel. Which sounds kind of weird to say, but I decided that if I'm going to make any like game related videos, they'll be on my Sims channel. Just because that is like more of a gaming focused channel, because you know it's like playing Sims. So like if there's going to be a gaming video, then it'll be on my Sims channel, just to let you guys know in the future. So yeah, another favorite that I've had in the month of June is another video game, and that is Overcooked. So I actually got introduced to this game when I was visiting Jasmine in England. I played it with Jasmine and her boyfriend and his family, and it is amazing. Like, it's essentially supposed to be like a multiplayer game, so you are supposed to play with multiple people. It is a game that you can only play locally, so you know people have to come over to your house to play it in person. It's not an online thing, but I think that's what makes it even more fun. Like, so basically what the game is about is that you are chefs and you have to help each other prepare dishes. It sounds kind of lame, but when you actually play it, it is so much fun. I wish that I had recorded when we were playing Overcooked in England, because it was hilarious. It was amazing. So basically when I came home from England, I decided to buy the game for myself. So while I say that this is mostly a multiplayer game, you can also play single player. In single player you have two chefs and you like control both of them, so you like swap between the two and play that way. Obviously I found it a lot easier to play in one player than I did in multiplayer, but I think it is so much more fun with more people. So I definitely want to try and get people to play with me, because so far I've been playing by myself and it's not nearly anywhere as fun, although I have completed the story mode by myself, which I felt really accomplished about. I'm currently now watching IHAS Cupquake play this game with her husband, because after I played through it myself I wanted to watch how other people play it, because I think it's a lot of fun to watch other people play, and kind of frustrating at the same time, because like some of the levels are really easy, but you know when you're working with another person it can be quite difficult. So yeah. I definitely recommend the game if you want to play multiplayer. It's a lot of fun. Moving on to my third favorite, which again is another video game. Honestly, I don't play that many video games. It might seem like I do, but I really don't. So this has just been like a whirlwind for me of like playing new games and stuff like that. However, this third favorite is not actually a new game, it is quite old, and that is The Sims for the PlayStation 2. So recently on my Sims channel I started a new Let's Play of playing through story mode in The Sims for the PlayStation 2. And it was quite a throwback, I must say, and I've never actually completed any of the Sims console games, and so I really wanted to get on that, and I'm starting with The Sims for the PlayStation 2. So yeah, if you guys want to see how that's going, you can check it out on my Sims channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. So yeah, I've just been like getting really into that. I mean, obviously I still like play Sims 4 on the computer and things, but going back to those console games is kind of crazy. It's really old school. Obviously if you guys have played Sims console games, then you know that it's more of a story based sort of game rather than free play. So it is quite interesting, and yeah, so far in my Let's Play it's been kind of frustrating because I'm finding it really hard to get those job promotions, but you know, we're working on it. We're going to get through it. I am determined to complete this game and also the other Sims games that I have for the PlayStation 2, and hopefully I can do Let's Plays on all of them. Whether you guys find that interesting or not, I don't know, but I still want to do it because I feel like it's something a little bit different than like a regular Sims 4 Let's Play. So yeah, check that out. Okay, so moving on to my next favorite, which is not actually a video game, which I think you guys will be glad to know, and that is RuPaul's podcast. So I have this thing that when I'm playing certain games, I like to listen to podcasts when I play. So like if I'm speed building on The Sims, I usually listen to a podcast, or if I'm playing Animal Crossing, I will do the same thing, or I'll like have a YouTube video on in the background or something like that. And so when I really started to get into Stardew Valley, that's also when I started to like listen to podcasts and stuff again. So normally my go-to podcasts would be like Grace Helbig's or Shane Dawson's, but I've kind of like caught up with those or listened to the episodes that I wanted to, so I decided to start on RuPaul's podcast, What's the Tea with Michelle Visage. I think that it's a really great way to like get to know RuPaul and Michelle like outside of their TV show RuPaul's Drag Race, and I find it really interesting just to like listen to them talk. Like it's so calming and it's so chill. So like if you need a good podcast, I would definitely recommend theirs. There's only like 100 episodes or something, which probably sounds like a lot, but honestly if you like are like me and you can just like sit for ages and play a video game and listen to podcasts, you can get through them quite quickly. So yeah, definitely Stardew Valley and podcasts are like my new favorite thing. It's great. So there's that. And then my last two favorites are actually things that I've done rather than like things that I have, if that makes sense. Normally when you do favorites, it's like my favorite thing is like this thing that I bought. Well, these two things aren't actually things that I like physically have, if that makes sense. So yeah, the first favorite was obviously going to England to visit my friend Jasmine. I recently posted a vlog of my visit to go see her, but I was really excited about that because one, it was the first time that I've ever flown on a plane by myself. I was like really nervous about that. I was really worried because I've only ever flown like twice in my life, like aside from that one time, so it was a big deal. The flight went well, you know, nothing happened, you know, I'm still here, all is well. And obviously seeing Jasmine was wonderful too, because ever since she went away to uni, I don't really see her as much, which I guess is kind of the sad part about growing up. Like, you don't see your friends every day at school, like, everyone's off doing their own thing, everyone's busy, so it's really hard to, like, see your friends. So whenever I got the opportunity to go and visit Jasmine, I was gone because I really miss her. So yeah, it was really good to see her again. I had a lot of fun. And if you guys want to see like kind of what we got up to, then you can check out my vlog. It's not the best vlog in the world because it's literally just clips and stuff I took from Snapchat, but it's still something. So yeah, like I said, if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description below. And finally, my last favourite that I have is that I went to Dublin Pride, and that was really exciting for me because it was like my first ever Pride parade. I've been in Belfast a couple of times when Belfast Pride has been on, but I've never been like to Belfast Pride to go see Belfast Pride. I've always just happened to be in Belfast at the same time as Pride, so I've never actually been like somewhere for Pride specifically. So to go to Dublin and actually go to the Pride parade was amazing. I'm pretty sure that everyone on Snapchat was really annoyed at me that day because I was spamming my Snapchat with like video and photos and stuff like that. I just loved it so much. Like, I have no idea how to explain how much I love Pride. I think it's so much fun. It's so colorful, everyone's so fun, it's so energetic, it's so lovely, it's just like such a fabulous day. So I really love going to Dublin Pride, and this year I am definitely going to Belfast Pride because on Friday I bought a meet and greet ticket to meet Bianca Del Rio and Charlie Hides in Belfast, and I'm so excited because I love drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race. They're my favourite, and you know what, I've already met Bianca once and she brought me on stage, and that was like one of the best experiences of my life. So, you know, as soon as I found out Bianca was coming back, you know, I have to go see her again because she's amazing and I love her. The fact that Charlie Hides is also going to be there is just a bonus. And yeah, so I'm going to Belfast Pride, guys. I don't know if I'll vlog anything from it, but I'm definitely going. It should be a lot of fun. And yeah, but those were all my favorites for June of 2017. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And let me know in the comments below what your favorite video game is. Even though I really do love Stardew Valley, I still think that Sims and Animal Crossing are like my one true loves. Those are like the video games that no one can ever take away from me because I'm just obsessed with them and always will be. But yeah, Stardew Valley is definitely creeping up there, so definitely a notable favourite. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!